Alright, let's talk about domestic violence. I done lost so much money due to domestic violence. Violence that I didn't even carry out. Just somebody saying that I did something to them. Racial profiling in Memphis has been terrible with me. I've been dealing with racial profiling ever since I was a little boy. The police used to harass me as a kid playing basketball in the streets. I ain't did nothing to nobody. Me and my homeboys is out there playing ball. Folks want to call the police on them. And I've been going through that ever since. Still deal with it now. Somebody say I did something to them, I'm getting taken down. I ain't even did anything. I ain't gonna put my hands on nobody unless they put their hands on me, period. I'm not a violent person at all. But I will protect myself. And there's a difference. But in this footage that I'm about to show y'all, it's about a arrest that took place. And I was taken down to jail for no reason. I still don't even know what happened because I didn't even get the affidavit, but it was domestic violence related. So somebody said that I did something to them and I was locked up. And I want y'all to look at this video and tell me what y'all think. But on this day, my daughter graduated. I had the graduation and I was met by a police officer who shut the door in my face before I could even get in to get my seat. And before I could even make it to the door, he shuts the door in my face with an attitude. When I was at the door, it wasn't nothing about like 5 people. Once I turned around, there was a whole crowd. He couldn't let us in. But by him doing that, I didn't get to meet up with my family, so my wife was looking for me and she was very angry. She thought I missed the graduation, but I was there. So they caused a fight, and here's the fight here.
No, they daddy. You they daddy. You they daddy. Hell, gone on. You drunk. Hands it up.
But she do.
That's on her.
So in this scene, you seen that my wife was very angry. She wanted to fight. I wanted to go to sleep. I took the light bulb out so I can have some darkness so I can go to sleep. She wouldn't let me go to sleep. She still wanted to stay up and argue. She's drunk. And I just wanted to go to bed. She wouldn't let me go to bed. So we got to arguing. I was thinking the argument's over. I go to bed and it looks like she's outside calling the police. And this happens a lot. She get drunk and she gets out of control. That's why I don't understand why drinking is legal like that. I mean, it's the worst. Alcohol is the worst. I have seen the worst out of this woman when she's on alcohol. She's turned to a very violent, jealous person when she gets full of the alcohol. And I can't control her. I call the police, I talk to the police, and there's nothing they can do. The only thing they want to do is take me to jail once they come on the scene. All she got to do is say that I did something to her, make up any kind of story, and they ready to take me down every time. She's made false police reports several times. Now the whole time I'm up in the bedroom, in the bed, trying to get me some shut-eye. She's outside trying to plot a way to get me taken down. Like she just got off the phone with the police or whatever. And the whole time this is going on, I'm in my bedroom the whole entire time. And what's really just so funny to me is the response time. If you see what the time, when you look back and you see her outside on the phone, and you look at the time, on the timeline, this playing this back to you, you can see this hours and hours have passed. Now this is me scrubbing through the video to see what's going on, and she's still up, drunk and angry. Meanwhile, all this time is passing by. Now she's back outside trying to get into the garage because I keep my garage locked up. That's where my studio equipment is in. And I have other exercise equipment and things like that. And I have to keep everything locked up to keep her and the kids up out of there. Keep things from being stolen and broken and stuff like that. And they end up breaking the garage door. This is them breaking the garage door. Once I asked her what happened to the garage door, she said that I broke the garage door. And here she is right on film trying to lift the garage door up, and they're breaking the door off the track. They still couldn't get in. They probably managed to lift it up some, but they couldn't get in. I don't know what she was attempting to do when she got up in the garage. Now, meanwhile, all this time has passed by. Hours and hours done went by. The police still have not made the scene. Then they finally show up. Now, meanwhile, I'm still in the bedroom while all this is starting to take place outside. You see them looking around the cars, looking around the property. Now they're at the door. They made their presence known, and now nobody's answering the door. Now they was just outside not too long ago. Now you see them, they don't even want to answer the door. So that tells you right there that she's lying. She doesn't even want to open up the door. Now she's the one to call the police, and now the police are here, and she's not even letting them in. They threw this out so fast I didn't even get a chance to get a copy of the affidavit that said what happened. I still don't know the reason why I went to jail, but I know they said that my wife was saying that I put my hands on her, and I did not touch her. I was in the attic hiding, trying to get away from her. Her son was up the steps, and I was not about to fight him. My hand is injured from an injury that I had, so I'm not going to fight. I'm in the attic with a baseball bat, telling them to leave about the room. And they still trying to come in the room, and they still want to listen to their mom, and they still want to get in grown people business. So it's three of them against me. I'm not taking no chances of anybody doing anything to me. I got the bat. I'm trying to go to sleep. Just leave me alone. That's all they had to do. Just let me go to sleep. Now, meanwhile, all this time they still haven't opened up the door. All this time that passed by, they still ain't even in the house. Y'all done came so late, and now you're here, and you don't want to leave. Then not to mention I have to take my medication. I take meds because I can't sleep at nighttime, so they give me medicine for me to take to help me go to sleep. Now I just got that took my medicine, so I'm really tired. Like the medicine forces you to go to sleep, so I'm in the bed and took my meds, being forced to go to sleep, only to be awakened to all of this. Could you imagine it? Being tucked away in your bedroom in your own privacy of your home, and to be awakened to the police being in your house. Now, all this time to pass by and they still haven't opened the door. Now they finally make it inside the house, and you can see Angel quickly runs because she already know everything to lie, so she wants to make sure she is safe. She gets up out of there. She want to make sure she's safe. So the cops finally make it in on the inside of the house, and I'm upstairs. So they come upstairs, and I'm just awakened to a lot of shouting. And I don't know what's going on. I'm in the bed. I don't have any clothes on. Zero clothes. No socks. No underwear. No nothing. I don't have any clothes on. And these dudes are at my bedroom door yelling and giving orders. I tell them that I don't have any clothes on. I ask them to let me put my clothes on. They won't let me put my clothes on or anything. As a matter of fact, they even cuffed me while I was butt naked. My clothes were right next to the bed. They could have put some clothes on me, but they didn't even give me that leisure. So they tell my wife to come upstairs. She's upstairs. She comes and she puts some underwear on me, and they put some shorts on me. And I'm taken out of the door with nothing but just some shorts and underwear. I don't have anything. I don't have no phone, no keys, no nothing. They didn't let me get anything. They just rushed me up out of the house with no clothes down to the police car. So I'm at the police car. I'm like, so y'all ain't finna let me get my clothes? Y'all ain't gonna let me get no phone, no nothing? Like, I can't remember no phone numbers. I don't even remember it. Not one phone number. Everything is in the phone, so I needed my phone so I can get me a ride for once I get up out of here. But they wouldn't let me get anything. They wrote down one phone number for me, and that was my mom's number. And we was going through things at the time. So there was a number that I knew I wasn't gonna use. So I didn't have any phone number, no anything. But that's how they did me. They took me up out of the house, butt naked, take me to the car with nothing but with some shorts and my underwear on. So they trying to close the police the door. They're trying to close the police car door, and I'm not letting them close the door. I'm still trying to get out of the car. Every time they close it, I'm trying to get out of the car. And they thought they had me in the car, but my head was hanging out of the car. My head was hanging out of the car, and they just slammed the door on my head. Slammed the police car door on my head now. Now I feel like I got a sleep concussion or something. And it was like that all the way till I went to jail. I didn't come back until I was in jail and processing. That's how hard they slammed the door on my head. And it was even said that the police door was broken after they slammed it on my head. They said that I broke the police door, but I did not broke it. They slammed the door on my head. So as they slammed the door on my head, I fell out the car onto the concrete on the driver's side. That's where I fell out at. And they instead of trying to get me in the car, I'm not letting them put me in the car. I'm not letting them do anything. I told them to call the ambulance, and that's when they called the ambulance. I went to the emergency room, and that's how I was able to get some clothes So it was a very terrible experience. I can go on about how bad it was. Everything was terrible. From even to stay in jail, where they was overcrowded, where they had mental patients. There was one guy down there. He was down there for burning up the church, and he done burnt his fingers off, and they done got him in jail instead of a hospital. He was missing like 3 fingers, and they just got him in jail, and they wouldn't even let him go to sleep. No, nothing. They wouldn't give him no treatment for his wound because he burned down the church and he was mentally ill, so he stayed on the scene. It's like, we get treated the worst. And they sent me down there with a concussion to my head after the police done slammed the door on my head. Y'all done snatched me up out of my bedroom, butt naked, then embarrassed me and did all this to me. Then you want to put me in pain. They grabbing all on my arm, they pinching me, they done drug me all across the concrete trying to put me in the back of this police car. I was drugged across the concrete on my shoulder, I was drugged on my knees. And the whole situation is sad. So they got the door open, they got both the doors open because they can't even get me in. I done slid out back on the other side. I done fell out on the ground. I done slid up out of there. Laying on the ground in pain after they done sit up there and slam the door on my head. I'm out on the ground. They just got me on the ground. I'm out of it. I done took my meds. And it was the icing on the cake. I was already full of sleeping medication. I just want to go to sleep. You see how many men there is. They didn't have enough strength for that one man. They couldn't do anything. I was that angry. I was that angry that I would not allow them to do anything. They could have killed me. Then look at officers coming in and out my house. Why are they on the inside of my house for? My camera system was being messed with and everything. Now they seeing that all this going on. Now y'all want to sit there try to clear y'all selves because y'all know y'all on camera. And meanwhile, look at her up on the porch, just jumping up and down. She's drunk. She's doing all this. They haven't did anything to her. They haven't even checked to make sure she's drunk. No, anything. All they do is come snatch me up out of my bed butt naked. She's acting a dang fool the whole time. The whole entire time she acting a fool. She drunk. Meanwhile, I'm hurting. I'm on the ground. I'm in pain. I'm waiting on the ambulance. Try to lay over. The officer pinching me on the arm. He's pulling me on the arm, snatching at my arm. So after all this was over, I was in a great deal of pain. You see, instead of snatching at me, trying to give me a reason to get up, I got all power just to stand up. But if I stood up there, they would have knocked me back down. And they had me cuffed. I was cuffed like that since I stepped out of the bed. I was in my bed naked. I got up out of the bed like they told me. I could have acted a fool and told them no. I could have reached for my clothes. Then what would have happened? I didn't reach for anything. I said okay. I just listened. They cuffed me with no clothes on. My wife had to come put those shorts and underwear on me, and that's the only thing I got on. I don't even have any shoes on. Not even a pair of shoes. That's how much they don't care. you're innocent until proven guilty, not guilty to innocent. They steady snatching at me. I'm hurt. Like, this don't make no sense. Then the ambulance finally show up. I'm so angry. I'm very angry. I'm just cussing and fussing. Now this the guy with the hat. Now this the guy that was causing all the pain. I yelled out to him to go give me some water. I'm so angry. I told him to give me some water. I took my meds. I know I ain't finna get no water once I go to 201. And then I was exhausted. So I sit up there tussling with these guys. I was exhausted. Then I yelled out to the guy that he need to turn his head straight. You in my house like you a straight up gangster or something with your hat on backwards. I yelled out to the officer, turn your hair straight, which he did. He turned his hair straight. Then look at the kids, they just used to this. It ain't nothing new for them. Why is they laughing? It ain't nothing funny. And as you can see, that officer finally turned his head straight. Yeah, they know they messed up big time. Look at the kids, they go right next door to their friend's house. They already know once dad's away, they can do whatever they want to do. Once I'm here, it don't be no company in my house, don't no people be in and up out of my house. But once I leave, they want to have their friends over, they want to do this and that. Now she's down there talking to the officers, telling whatever lie she's telling her. I'm pretty sure she just lying and lying and lying. And what's really bad about it is that it's being recorded. She doesn't know that it's being recorded. She thought she probably broke the camera system or something. She don't know that all this is being recorded. The camera system was perfectly fine until I had those run-ins with the law. Now my camera system is messed up. I only got about like 4 cameras that work out of 8 cameras. Mom probably asleep because she's been drunk, so she probably went up there and fell asleep. And now they're rambling through the house. Look, did you just see that? She just brought the alcohol bottle out of the car. She hid the alcohol bottle in the car. She hid the alcohol bottle in the car. So dad's gone, police gone. Now it's party time. It's party time now. They got the car keys. The mom probably asleep. They always help her out once it comes to the police. They had the alcohol. She got a bottle of alcohol in her hand right there. Now she's in my car. My kids have never had the keys to my car, so why do they have the keys to my cars now? It's real bold, but this is what you go through. Once the house is separated, you got these kids, the first 3 kids, they got a different baby daddy, and I got 3 more kids with her. So it separates the family. They go against me and be on mama's side for everything. But they don't want the discipline in the house. They don't want the structure because they know that I'm gonna be there for discipline. There ain't gonna be no drinking and partying. So if they get rid of me, they can do what they want to do. They continue to be lazy and don't have to do anything. Look at this little girl. She stayed next door to me. I don't even see her. Why she got her hands, 50 hands on my car? Then you see Martavis, he just gets drops off. As soon as I leave you in my house, apartment. Now he moves in. Soon as I leave, he moves right back in because they know I'm finna be able to be gone for a while. So he moves right back in my house. Go to jail. Once I leave jail, I can't even call nobody to pick me up. It was nighttime. I had to hitchhike a ride now. All I got is my credit card. I had to hitchhike a ride with a credit card. Nobody wanted to sit up there and give me no help because I got hospital clothes on, so nobody wanted to help me. Now, those are my recent doctor visits. I already been going through the arthritis. I already been going through these things. I already been going through the psychosis. I already been going to Lakeside having mental breakdowns. And I just had a mental breakdown before that happened. I'm still healing from it as we speak. I'm still healing from my wrist laceration. My wrist was cut. I almost lost my life then for having a mental breakdown. I cut my wrist in so many places. It took them so long to even stitch me back. I was in surgery for hours and hours. And I punched out that glass and lost my mind. I was half asleep once I did it. Just said went through them healing from there, and I'm still healing from there. And then here come these officers want to come put their hands on me, put the cuffs on me tight. I told them about the surgery. Once they were cuffing me, they still didn't care. They still put the cuffs on tight. I'm in pain. They don't even care. Even at the police car, I'm in so much pain. They don't even care. I'm already in pain, and here they want to go put me in pain on top of pain. Whole wrist is fractured. Those are the damages. I was drugged on my face. Now, what type of man would drag a man by his face? I was pinched. Drugs on my knees. Pinched some more. And drugs on my shoulder.